I got married to an amazing man 2 years ago. My marriage is great and I'm very happy. The only person who gives me headache sometimes is my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is very problemsome, but even with her, I know how to deal with her so that there is always peace. I got pregnant a year ago, and my husband and I kept it to ourselves for 4 months. After the 4th month, we decided to tell our parents. Now, my sister-in-law had a miscarriage about 2 years ago. I know she went through a lot, both mentally and physically. Now, the plan was to only tell our parents for the meantime, and later when my stomach gets bigger, we will tell our other family members. It was never our intention to tell my sister-in-law about the pregnancy. Since we knew she might still be grieving, we told my parents first and they were very happy about the news. But after we told my husband's parents, my mother-in-law kept quiet for some time. She didn't say anything. Then she asked us if we couldn't wait for some time before having children. I was shocked because this was not the response I was expecting. She said we knew what my sister-in-law went through 2 years ago and that we should have given her a little more time to grieve before we got pregnant. My father-in-law immediately rebuked her and told her to either congratulate us or keep her opinions to herself. This woman didn't keep quiet too. She said we should at least keep the news to ourselves till I give birth. She didn't want her daughter to know about the pregnancy at all, since the news might hurt her. Her reaction made me so sad. I could see my husband was feeling the same way. He just held my hand, we stood up and then we left. Because of my mother-in-law's reaction, we decided to keep the news to ourselves. I stopped attending family functions because I didn't want my sister-in-law to see me, and this went on for months. In the 7th month of my pregnancy, my husband was promoted at work and his office was throwing a big party for him. This was a function I was not going to miss for anything. I didn't care who it was going to affect. I was going to be there for my husband. But since I didn't want to cause any conflict, I told my mother-in-law beforehand. I told her I was going to be at the function. She responded and said my sister-in-law will also be there, so I should just stay home. Her response really pissed me off for some reason. I didn't say anything more to her, but I guess she thought I was not coming. I dressed up in my best outfit, did my makeup, and went with my husband. A lot of people in the family were really surprised to see I was pregnant. Apart from our parents, nobody knew. They were all so happy for me and they congratulated me. My mother-in-law and my sister-in-law were not there yet. I didn't even care at this point. I was just having fun. After some time, my mother-in-law entered into the venue. When she saw me, her eyes opened wide with shock. I guess she was not expecting to see me there. She rushed towards me and told me her daughter would be there in a few minutes' time. She asked me to pass through the other side of the building and go home before her daughter sees me. I was like, what? At my own husband's function, enough was enough. I told her I was not leaving and that my sister-in-law would just have to get used to the idea that I was having a baby. She started shouting at me to leave. She called me wicked and selfish and a lot of names. I was about to walk away from her when this woman held my hand and started pulling me towards the door. She was trying to force me to leave. At this point, people were starting to look at us. Someone called my husband and he came running towards us. He asked me what was going on. I was in tears at this point. I couldn't even talk. I told him his mother wanted me to leave because she didn't want her daughter to see that I was pregnant. When I refused to leave, she was forcing me out of the building. My husband asked her to let go of my hand and ordered her to get out of the building. She was proving stubborn, so my husband pulled her away himself. My sister-in-law found out about my pregnancy that day. I don't know how she took the news and I don't really care. She didn't call or say anything to me. I told my husband that I don't want a sister or his mom around me when I have my baby. They clearly don't wish the best for me or for him, and he totally agrees with me. I avoided all of them till I finally gave birth. And a day after I gave birth, his mom and his sister came to visit me in the house, smiling from ear to ear with gifts for the baby. This woman has not apologized for what she did to me at my husband's promotion party, and her daughter has not even spoken a word to me since she heard about the pregnancy. And here they are acting as if everything was good between us. I was scared of them at this point and I didn't want them near my baby. And immediately my mother-in-law saw the baby. She was going to the crib to pick the baby up. I stopped there immediately. I told both of them point blank that I don't think they have good intentions for me or my baby. I didn't want any negative energy around me, so I wanted them to leave my house immediately. Did I overreact? Am I the asshole? This follower needs your opinions, babes. Please drop some below. Follow me or click the plus sign for more story times.